Hi guys, this is lesson 3.3. I can divide with 2-digit and 4-digit quotients. Before we begin, I just want to remind you, a quotient is the answer in a division problem. So we're actually going to be looking at answers that have 2 digits and 4 digits. In our first example, we're going to use place value sections to divide 252 by 9. So I'm setting up my sections. And I'm going to write 252, which is my dividend. And I'm going to start out by thinking, how many groups of hundreds times 9 fit into 252? Well, I know 252 is smaller than 9, so none. So I'm going to move 252 over to the tens. And I'm going to think 9 times how many tens will get me close to 252. Well, 9 times 10 would be 90, so that's not going to work. 9 times 20, 180, that's not going to work. 9 times 30, okay, that would be 270. What about 9 times 40? Oh, that's too high, 360. So I'm going to use 9 times 30, which is, of course, oh no, wait, that's too high. What am I thinking? We have to use 9 times 20, 180. So I'm going to subtract. And I get 72. So now I'm thinking 9 times what number, we only have ones, we're talking about our ones place value, is going to get me close to 72. Well, hopefully you know your math facts, because 9 times 8 is 72. I subtract, and I have nothing for my remainder. Now I add up these numbers, and I get my answer, which is 28. And that is place value sections. Okay, now we're going to take a look at expanded notation. So we have 162 divided by 6. First, I'm going to look at my hundreds place value. Okay, so if I do 100 groups of 6, I'd get 600. But I have only 100 here. So we can't fit any 600s into 162. So I could just put 3 zeros or leave it blank. And then I would, yeah. So then I'm going to go on to the tens place, which I have a 6, which is 60. So I'm thinking about 6 times how many tens will get me close to 162. Well, I know 6 times 10 is 60. That's too low. 6 times 20, 120, maybe. 6 times 30, that gives me 180. That's too high. So we're going to use 20 for our tens. And that is going to give me 120. I'm going to subtract, and I get 42. Now Now I'm going to think about my ones place. And 6 times how many ones is going to get me to 42? Hopefully you know your math facts because 6 times 7 is 42. Then I subtract and I don't have a remainder. So I add these up. 20 plus 7 is 27. And that is how you do the expanded notation method. Today, you learned how to divide with place value sections and expanded notation.